And or are we teaching young women how to protect themselves in a relationship? You pick either one.
So I don't believe we have been teaching young women how to protect themselves. I believe that we have been teaching young women that men are here to protect them, and that's the man's job. And I think that's part of the issue, that narrative. First, we need to be able to protect ourselves, and even if that's not in a physically protective way, it's protecting your emotions, protecting um, your intimacy, protecting your body, and protecting your mind and your spirit, and building yourself up. Deborah said it. She said, divest, be a divester in yourself, invest in yourself first, because that's where real confidence is going to come from. When you build yourself up, you have that confidence to take yourself to the marketplace. And when you have that confidence in yourself, you will spot and see the red flags very early, and you will be able to move away from people you may be able to move away from. Doesn't mean that it's a 100% foolproof, but it will help. I'm Shalay with Vital Source Realty in Boston, Massachusetts, and I can help you buy or sell real estate anywhere in the United States or Canada. And I'd love to help our B1 family, so reach out to me. I'm on Instagram at Shalay Camillo, YouTube at Shalay Camillo, and you can visit my website at vitalsourcerealty.com.
I love it. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing. Nomalenga, what about you? You can either answer what does real safety in relationship actually look like, or are we teaching young women how to protect themselves or just how to be chosen?
So the two are not mutually exclusive about teaching young women how to protect themselves and how to be chosen. I always say I grew up with a dad. I have brothers, I have uncles, I have a husband. So I don't feel like I have to protect myself. They all protect me and they always will. I actually find it sad for a woman to say she has to protect herself. I think that's really, really sad. And I think that's one of the reasons why Black women are vulnerable. We don't have enough male protection. I've seen a lot of women where, even here, whether it was when I've had the privilege of traveling a lot and living in different countries. And everywhere you go, where you see a lot of men absent, that's when you get the narrative of women saying they have to protect themselves. Of course they do, because the men are not there. And the men who don't protect women are typically predators of women. So that's where that comes from of, we have to protect ourselves. But I can tell you, I've been sounding like a broken record for so many years, that if we build two-parent stable families, this idea that young girls, young women, or even older women have to protect themselves and have to be on guard about something happening to them and them being vulnerable will subside. It does reduce. Do you have predators within families? Of course. But again, you should have a majority of the men around a woman being the protectors. Young boys should be raised with the idea that the job is to protect the women around them. Their job is to provide for the women around them. That's how we create security and safety for women. That's the hill that I'm always going to die on, because I've lived it and I've seen the contrast.